Hello my little sausages and welcome to the Halo Foundry. So yesterday was the Xbox and Bethesda showcase at E3 and we got another glorious little glimpse at the Halo Infinite campaign and a first look at its multiplayer. Now both of these were fantastic. First we got a short but epic cutscene from the campaign and this thing was amazing. But what I loved most about this scene was the humanity of it. As we know in Halo Infinite, the UNSC has all but been destroyed. But the way that Master Chief carefully holds onto that Marine's body, or the way he slowly reaches out to the assault rifle, it's like a sign of respect for his fallen comrades. This cutscene was masterful. You can see the sadness behind Chief's visor and that hit me hard, but 343 displayed it perfectly here with only his body motion, with him knocking Jackals and Grunts' bodies out of the way. Well actually I mean this Jackal's still alive. Oh, not anymore. But then he's slowing down to show the Marines some respect. Just beautiful. But after this we get a short interaction with the very tasty Cortana 2.0. And I loved this little interaction between them, but I felt a little bit strange when he put her into his helmet. It's like he's cheating on the original Cortana or something. It just didn't feel right. But it was only a little snippet of the campaign, but what was shown was perfect. You really get the sense of danger that's going to be going on in Halo Infinite. I mean, just take a look at Chief's armour. I've never seen that thing look so beaten before. But after this we got some multiplayer gameplay and boy does that look great. But when it comes to Halo games, I do play the multiplayer, but I have to jump straight into the campaign. I love the lore, the characters, that's all me. So I will be playing the campaign at least 3 times through before I even touch the multiplayer. But what was shown in the multiplayer looked intense. But with all that, there was one thing that I thought they were going to show, and sadly they didn't. And that was the Halo Infinite Collector's Edition. But alas, it was not there. No pre-orders, no special editions, no collector's editions, no Supreme editions, nothing. And then I started thinking to myself, when it is announced, what stunning statue or items will we be getting? But that got me thinking even more. What happens if they've already shown us the collector's piece and we just didn't know it yet? So let's go back a few months, where Best Buy leaked an exclusive edition for Halo Infinite, which came with a steelbook case of the game alongside the Dark Horse statue. Although you could buy the statue on its own, and that steelbook case was a Best Buy exclusive, you can't ignore the fact that it is meant to be a statue and game combo. To me, that spells special edition. But when Halo Infinite was delayed until this year, Dark Horse still released their statue in October 2020, but the steelbook was nowhere to be seen. And if I had to guess what happened, Dark Horse still had to release the statue despite the delay. So they just removed the steelbook case and repackaged all the statues they had to just be in, well, statues. So no longer was it a special edition, just a statue. And funny enough, you can still find the steelbook on Best Buy, but it's all alone now. No statue or anything. Or would the steelbook also be included in the collector's edition, but packaged with what, I wonder? So I started thinking more. We know we'll be getting a steelbook, but we still need a statue to go along with it. But let's cast our minds back even further now to February of 2020, where Jazwares showed off their stunning Halo line at the Toy Fair. Out of all the things shown here, everything has been released apart from the 3 cosplay helmets for Carter, Chief and Palmer, and the 1:1 scaled replica helmet for Master Chief. Now, I'll talk about these 3 cosplay helmets when they're finally released. Also, so I don't really care about them that much. But where, oh where, is this 1:1 Master Chief helmet? It's been over a year since it was shown and we still don't have it. I know that the image says pending license approval, but as Jazwares have already begun releasing this merch, I don't think it's pending anymore, come on. So what I'm speculating here, and what I'm alluding to, is that this helmet is going to be included with the special edition or collector's edition of Halo Infinite. Does that sound crazy? Well, here's why I'm thinking that. So with the figures that Jazwares have released, you can tell they're trying to hold back a little bit on showing too much due to spoilers. Well, they're not trying too hard, but they're trying nonetheless. But with Master Chief's helmet, there's nothing to spoil there at all. They've already shown off the toy, and they've already shown off Master Chief, so there are no reasons for delaying it for spoilers, so we can cross that one off. You could say they've delayed it for supply issues if you would, but since they've shown it, they've already shown another wave and released another wave of the World of Halo line and the Spartan collection, so I don't think they're having issues with making any of the stuff. Well, no issues in making it available in the US, And if they had issues, you'd think that they'd focus on the things that they've already announced, like the helmet. So once again, I think supply issues we can cross off the list. And also, 343 won't turn around to them and ask them to hold off releasing it for the launch to try and maximise sales either. It's a helmet of Master Chief. Whenever you release it, it's gonna sell. Look at that thing. So maybe 343 asked them to hold off so it can be incorporated into the Halo Infinite's Collector's Edition. That is the only reason I could see why this is delayed. Because if we look back at previous Halo toy lines, from Halo 3 to Halo 5, McFarlane Toys had the rights to make the figures for Halo. And along with making some very awesome figures, McFarlane also made the Halo Reach Collector's Edition statue, and they made some limited statues for Halo 4 when it released, and they also made the Halo 5 Collector's Edition statue. So we know that Microsoft are happy to reach out to their toy partners to make the Collector's Edition content. I mean, it makes so much sense to me. If you have someone with the ability to make statues and toys, why not ask them to do it? So here's what I'm thinking. 343 asked Dark Horse to make their Chief statue, and they were going to do it, release it as a Collector's Edition or Special Edition or whatever, but then Halo Infinite was delayed. But Dark Horse still needed to release it to make money. I get that. But that means that 343 have no statue for their Collector's Edition anymore. So they turned to Jazwares to help them out. They asked them not to release the helmet anymore, but instead they're going to be packaging it up with the Collector's Edition, and likely with some other bits and pieces as well. We got a helmet for Halo 3's release, didn't we? Not a wearable one, but a helmet nonetheless. So this makes sense to me. But then I could be completely wrong here. In my opinion, the Dark Horse statue is good and all, but it's not exciting enough for me to be a Collector's Edition statue. But maybe Dark Horse have another statue up their sleeves, or Jazwares might be making something completely different, or another company altogether. Or we don't know, the one-to-one helmet could be released this month or next. It is anyone's guess. I am just a guy on the internet. But then some of you might be thinking that there won't be a Collector's Edition at all. And to that I say humbug. With all the merch and marketing Xbox are doing for Halo Infinite, I mean it cost $500 million to make, you can guarantee there's going to be a Collector's Edition. But that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this sounds plausible? Or do you think I'm talking utter rubbish? Would you like this helmet to be in a Collector's Edition, or would you like something completely different that we haven't seen before? But also, let me know your thoughts on E3. Did you enjoy what they showed, or was you hoping for a little bit more? And also don't forget to like and subscribe for more weekly Halo Gear videos. Until next time, you bunch of sexy people.